Here I am today in the small village of Ballylinan on the Laois-Kildare border. Declan Malloy is a local man who only last year self-published his debut science fiction novel, Conversation with an Alien, and recently finished the second volume, Sentin. I'm going to meet with him today to find out more about his books and the man behind them. Hey Declan, how are you?
Oh, hi, welcome. Please come in.
Oh, thanks very much.
Well, essentially, it's a story about a super intelligent species that removes our ancient ancestors from Earth and transplants them elsewhere. What they in effect want to do is to put the eggs in two separate baskets. The story really revolves around a group of ordinary folk in North Dakota, starting around 1968, who move through their lives and through several generations, guarding that knowledge and that secret.
Okay, so they just extract a small group and they leave the other here to develop.
Yes.
And how did you come up with this story?
I don't know. I suppose I've always had difficulty with a lot of science fiction where it was difficult to find a credible alien.
Okay.
I mean, essentially, series like Star Trek stick a bit of latex on somebody and call them an alien. And I wanted to create an alien that was believable for the reader. And in this case, I chose man's own ancestor, evolved separately to create this alien.
There is actually parts of Declan in the book. There's things that some of the characters say that come out as, oh yeah, that's typical Declan. Declan would say that. That's actually happened in a few places where I just could smile to myself, oh yeah, there's Declan, I can see him now.
Okay, so this is the loft where you do
Yeah.
all your writing. I can't help notice all the beautiful artwork around here.
Thanks very much.
Talk us through a bit of some of these pieces.
Well, actually, I really didn't start to paint till about maybe 7-8 years ago. I was made redundant and or should I say my job was made redundant. I went to the local VITAS Adult Education Centre and discovered I had a love of painting and art, something I never realised.
Wow.
I was so impressed with my interest rather than my talent that I turned this loft space into a kind of studio, which also serves now as a place where I do a lot of writing.
You also did the cover of the book Conversation with an Alien.
Yes, that's correct, yeah.
So there's a big theme of space throughout these different things.
It's actually an accusation that has been levelled at me by people that I paint far too many planets. But I enjoy painting, for example, moons of the solar system, that sort of thing, which kind of works well with my interest in astronomy.
Yeah, and tell us about your interest in astronomy. How did that come about? Is that a recent thing or?
Well, no, not really. I mean, my interest in astronomy probably goes back since I was maybe 10 years old. In fact, I remember distinctly watching Neil Armstrong walk on the moon in 1969. Wow. My father actually woke me up and brought me downstairs, knowing it was such a historic event. But ever since then, I've had a passing interest, and again, only when I returned from living in Britain, maybe 10, 11 years ago, that I purchased my first real telescope, and I've been hooked ever since.
And a truly inspiring individual we've met there. We wish Declan the very best of luck in his writing career. The sky is not the limit for him, but only the beginning. See you next time.